the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, just give me up, don't back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing.
Welcome in everybody to Fantasy Pros. This is the Week 17 live stream for Start and Sit. It is me, Joey P, Joe Pizzapia. With me is Andrew Erickson, Mr. Big Pot Energy. He's on his way to the slopes. He's going to be shushing around. Are you a snowboard guy or a skiing guy, Erickson? Just want to know
snowboard guy.
I figured. I was like, come on, you're so extreme. How many different Mountain Dews do you have in your bag? Just so I know.
Oh, you know, I got Code Red, obviously. Yeah. I've got
Range of Outcomes.
Bahama Blast.
Isn't that a Mountain Dew flavor?
Or Baja Blast. Yeah. The Taco Bell special. So
Junkyards. Yeah, we need more I think we need more Mountain Dew flavors based on fantasy football terms.
Let's get them sponsoring the show. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, Mountain Dew. Oh my God. Could you imagine if we all are on Mountain Dew for the show? It's already
we could wear our hairstyles like do the oh wait. Oh, we can't do that. Sorry, Joe.
Welcome in, everybody. Week 17. We're going to talk about fantasy football here. Andrew Erickson, me, Joey P. We got answers for your questions, obviously. If you've got questions, we've got answers. Drop them in the chat. You can only be a subscriber, though, to do that. So make sure if you haven't already, you subscribed. I see lots of you here already. I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday time. I know things are still going. I'm going to have more Italians at my house today. And then again on Monday, it's like 3 different Christmases. So I hope everyone's enjoying the holidays. And we've got some good football going on Saturday and Sunday. Lots of fun things to do. So, Erickson, look, I mean, we got to kind of, talk a little bit about last night first, and then we'll move forward here, because usually we do this on Thursday, but we're doing everything on the Friday here. One shot for y'all. So any takeaways from last night? I know rough beginning for Dak Prescott, but then They came on in the second half, took care of their business as one would anticipate. CeeDee Lamb putting up 11 for 100. That's certainly a good day. And of course, Dalton Schultz with the 2 touchdowns, which that certainly was pretty good.
Yes. Very happy about that. I drafted a lot of Schultz this year, and it's really been an up and down kind of ride with him,
Yeah.
especially when Dak was not playing. I mean, he was like basically unplayable in a lot of certain weeks, but he's got a good role in the offense, and that's why we chase tight ends that play on every single down. And sometimes they score touchdowns when they play in high-powered offenses. So I also don't think it's not nothing that Tony in the game that Tony Pollard missed, that you saw Dalton Schultz have a big game. Because you're looking at, okay, running backs in the passing game, like who are they really competing with for these underneath targets with? It's usually the tight ends. So kind of always keep that in mind that, running backs and tight ends usually are sharing and operating a similar area of the field as receivers. So when one of them misses, you see the benefit from another player. I do think that, on the other side with the Titans, with Josh Dobbs under center, look, at least they threw for over 200 yards in a game. Like with Malik Willis, he had not had over 100 passing yards in any game he had played this year. So it does give some life for some of these Titans guys moving forward with a guy like Treylon Burks, who I think that people should be excited about. He's saw over 120 air yards. He still was the leading receiver. Robert Woods he's just out there catching passes as a he's not really doing a lot with them, though. I know he caught the touchdown, but Burks.
Well, don't you feel like the Titans next year are going to be a team that either Malik Willis is going to take a step forward after, being that 1 year where you kind of sit and learn, or they bring in somebody else? Like, I feel like either way, there's a good chance that Treylon Burks' stock goes up next year. But look, that's next year. Let's talk about right now. And again, just as a reminder, everybody, when you drop a question in the chat, you have an opportunity to win free stuff. We know you love free stuff. Today we're going to be, not today. We are giving away, it's not today, but we will be giving away a Treylon Burks signed Tennessee Titans mini helmet. So you see that? You see the amazing synergy here, talking about Treylon Burks, and then just boom, look at that. It's really nice, too. A little white helmet there too. There it is. Bang! Giving that bad boy away from Pristine Auction. Again, how you want to win it? Subscribe to the channel, drop something in the chat here, a question, a comment, whatever that might be. Like the stream, and of course, click that notification bell till it goes ding so you know every time a piece of content drops here. And if you are the big winner of the Treylon Burks mini helmet, it's so tiny, it's adorable. Get a whole bunch of mini helmets, put them on the mantle. All right, let's get to your questions. It's week 17, it's championship time. Flack Attack says, what's up? Terry, Aiyuk, DPJ, Dotson, Kittle, Hawkinson, Ingram, McKinnon, Allgeier, Najee. It's a lot. Need 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 2 flex. Started Zeke for my RB, sadly. Well, look, you started Zeke last night. There was no way you couldn't start Zeke without Pollard in that situation. Like, it was just a good
He also scored. It's not like he got you 0 points. He still scored. So
he had 4. How many carries did he end up with, too? I mean, he touched the ball a ton.
He had 19 carries. He just didn't get a lot of rushing production. He still scored. So
it's still a good front, the Tennessee front. It's always that one thing that they were good at. But look, so here we go. We need a wide receiver, tight end, and 2 flex. So who is the best wide receiver of this group? We got Terry McLaurin, Aiyuk, DPJ, Dotson. Those are the groups there.
For me, it's Aiyuk against the Raiders.
Okay, I would agree with that. Next, we've got Kittle, Hawkinson, Ingram. Those are all really good options at tight end.
How does he have all 3 of those?
I don't know how you did this, Flack, but I mean, look, Kittle's been on a tear. Hawkinson's been very good. So is Ingram. I mean, if you want to start Aiyuk, though, is that tough to start Aiyuk and Kittle? Is that
I think that probably gives you the highest floor, because I don't see a scenario where both those guys don't do something against the Raiders. So
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with just going with the best players here. Aiyuk and Kittle are the best players.
Kirk Cousins in Lambeau does kind of like, I don't think we're going to see the best of Kirk Cousins, just personally, just on the road.
How dare you slander my friend Kirk Cousins here?
Okay.
Gosh darn it.
He's been getting slandered all year long.
And G. Willikers, he's upset about it. All right, so the 2 flex then. So I'm going a McKinnon and Allgeier for the 2 flexes. I mean, you could also go Hawkinson here too. No. It doesn't say if it's a PPR or half PPR or anything like that.
I think McKinnon and Allgeier is the move. I try to avoid playing 2 tight ends if I can.
Well, look, I think Hawkinson's have been very good, but I'm going McKinnon, Allgeier, Kittle, Aiyuk. There you go. Joshua Dernberger. Pick 2 wide receivers, 2 RBs, 2 flex. Joe Mixon, DeAndre Swift, Miles Sanders, Antonio Gibson. So 2 RBs from this group first. Let's do that.
Mixon and Swift.
Say it. Yeah, that's right. Swift. All right. Next here, We have Mike Williams, DK Metcalf, Christian Kirk. We need 2 wide receivers, Pittman, Chark, DPJ, and then we'll get to the 2 flex in a second. So I'm going DK and Kirk. How about you? Remember, there's 2 flexes too.
I think I prefer. Yeah, I guess I like Pittman more than Kirk.
Pittman more than Kirk. Okay. Well, we're gonna you want to put DK Metcalf in though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a flex. We need 1 more flex. Chark, DPJ, Pittman. I don't like their RBs. Chark, I agree. All right, Scott Eisenberg, pros, bros, help me out. Half PPR, need RB and flex out of Stevenson, Dillon, and Mike Williams.
Stevenson and Mike Williams.
There you go. What's the latest on Aaron Jones too? Do we get any updates on Jones?
He's gonna play, but he's probably not gonna be 100%. Like this is the same thing we gotten about all year long.
Well, does that give you pause then to just take Dillon?
Well, why would I play? PPR? But Stevenson's already the locked and loaded RB1 on his offense already. Like,
so then you want Mike Williams then? Okay, like I'm just saying, like Dillon,
I guess you could play both running backs theoretically. That probably gives you a higher floor.
Only because it's half PPR. Mike Will, I love Mike Will. I have to play Mike Will in championship.
Well, I mean, Mike Will. They're also playing the Rams in a dome, and the Rams suck against receiver. Like, I mean,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope they do. Eric Hugo, flex Rashad White or Zay Jones. I'm going Zay Jones here. I'm not looking back.
Zay Jones
ain't close. Tone A, thank you guys for all the advice all season. Thank you for joining us all season. Mike Williams or J.K. Dobbins in the flex and a half PPR.
I like Mike Williams.
Mike Will. Cody Schlott. Hola, mi amigos. Happy holidays. Semifinal matchup. Because we're crazy and go to week 18. Oh, no, Cody, don't do these things. Why do you do these things? Stop.
It's going to be very sad on week 18.
So bad. So bad. God, Cody, come on. All right, 2 flex spots. Do I roll with AJ Dillon, London, Allgeier, or Pickens? Thanks as always.
Is it? Oh, it's full PPR. I'd probably go with Allgeier and London.
Okay. Really? See, I was gonna go Allgeier and Dillon in the 2 flex spots. I want guys who touch the football.
Drake London has like 10 catches in the last 2 games. Like, what do you mean? He touches the football plenty.
Yeah. I know, but at any moment, I feel like that could stop. It's like, I don't know. There's just something about like the Falcons at this point too, and they're so run heavy. I don't disagree. I mean, maybe I'm not giving Drake London enough credit. You could be right. Let's pull up the Drake London. He's going against the Arizona Cardinals.
Half of their secondary is like on the injured reserve.
Yeah, I know. It didn't. Yeah, and yet Tom Brady still couldn't do anything last week against them. So go figure. Look, 10 points, 9 points, 11 points in the half PPR. If it's a full PPR, I'm okay with London. If it's half, I'd go with AJ Dillon.
Yeah.
McCord Farm. Wife need PPR. I don't know what that means. This is strange English. Wife need PPR. Right? I'm not crazy. That's what it says.
I know. That's what I say.
Wife need PPR. Start 2 running backs out of Stevenson, Kenneth Walker, Brian Robinson, and Jerick McKinnon.
McKinnon has to start. And Brian Robinson.
No, really? No McKinnon for you? B-Rob and Stevenson for him, Stevenson and McKinnon for me. I love B-Rob's matchup, but still. James Morrison, standard league scoring. I need to choose between Jacobs or Swift. We had this conversation yesterday. Jacobs' situation is a dumpster fire at this point. I have no trust in Swift at all. Advice, please. Erickson, your thoughts? Because this is tainted because we literally had this conversation about my own team yesterday.
This is hard too because it's standard. So Swift doesn't get any. I mean, I guess
Swift does score touchdowns though. Let's not pretend like he doesn't. In a standard, I would still lean towards Jacobs.
I think. Well, I mean, I'm really just looking at this all from touchdown equity. And when we talked about it yesterday, you didn't like Jacobs, and you look at the Lions; they have the highest implied team total on the slate.
It's so different. Like it's standard is such a different animal.
I'm playing Swift.
That's fine. I don't have a problem playing Swift. And look, James, if you just don't want to play Jacobs, I don't think you're gonna have remorse if you sit there and Jacobs has a great day and you say, "Oh well, I can't believe I didn't see that coming."
Well,
like you can't be like that.
I think with Jacobs, I think in most formats, like he's gonna get it done through receiving because that's what the 49ers are bad against.
That's right, but I keep going back to the standard. That's where you get a little hinky. So yeah, okay, Swift. I'm okay with it. Okay. Look, I moved Jacobs to my flex spot because I'm putting Swift and McKinnon over him. So it was more just I'm sending a message to Josh Jacobs on my team. It's like, listen, I don't like what things are going on. You're moving to the flex spot. You've been RB1 all year in my lineup. Now you're moving to flex. So it also gives me a little bit of time too if I really panic or something else happens, and I have to put Devin Singletary in at the last minute. So,
God.
which I don't want to do. I really don't. George Malamatos, Deonta Foreman, Najee Harris, or Miles Sanders? It ain't Sanders. I'm done with that guy. He's done. So Foreman or Harris? We had this
So,
conversation
Harris.
yesterday. Harris?
Yeah.
Okay. Be more like Lamar. Be more like Lamar. Lamar, by the way, apparently they're reopening contract negotiations with Lamar. Baltimore sees how bad the quarterback market is. Like, I don't know if we want to do this. Do we really want to have these guys that we see in the bottom half of the NFL?
If I'm Lamar, I'm not signing back with the Ravens until they add a wide receiver that has can actually do something.
Maybe Devontae Adams will go there. Who knows? He's leaving where he's at. I can tell you that right now. He ain't sticking around. I thought I was a genius starting ATN over Diggs last week, but I lost because I started Denver over Kansas City. Third place, I need 2 RBs and a flex. Rondre, ATN, Aaron Jones, or AJ Brown. Definitely AJ Brown in the flex.
Just not Aaron Jones. Just don't play Aaron Jones.
Yeah, just don't play Aaron Jones. That's pretty easy there. So ATN, Mondre, AJ Brown. Funky Cold Medina. Classic. You know what that is? You know what the Funky Cold Medina is, Erickson?
No. Should I know? What is it?
Troy, our producer. I'm going to ask Troy. Troy, do you know what a Funky Cold Medina is? Yeah, he does. He's had more than one.
Is it an adult beverage?
Troy lives in Florida. He's had more than one Funky Cold Medina in his life. It was a song by Tone Loc in the early 90s. Look it up. It's a classic. It's very good. The Funky Cold Medina sometimes puts you in a bad spot. So Funky Cold Medina wants you to know, would you change this lineup? St. Brown, D-Hop, Stevenson, Kamara, Allgeier. My bench is DJ Moore, Dotson, Mike Evans. Personally, I like DJ Moore to get into this lineup. The question is over who? That's my take on this lineup. What do you think about this with Funky Cold?
Probably play him over DeAndre Hopkins.
That's my thing as well. I would play him over Hopkins. Would you play him over Kamara with all the Kamara noise this week?
Do you like Hopkins more or Devontae Adams?
What, like just in a vacuum or right now this week?
Just this week.
Oh, I like Hopkins. I like you more than Devontae Adams this week. And you got good hands, so it's not like a slight on you. Like, I've seen you play. You're pretty good. You're not, broken finger Joe Pisapia good, but you're pretty good. But you got to get DJ Moore in there. You got to.
Yeah.
It's a must.
D-Hop.
He's been so good. Brett Thunderstruck, half PPR. I'm leaning towards starting Kemett over Mark Andrews. Is that crazy?
No.
It's not crazy, but I don't think I would do it.
I would start Kemett over Mark Andrews.
Would you? I feel bad.
You want parts of this line, like this Lions-Bears game, like is going to get points. And everyone on the, like, I know I talked about Dante Pettis on the podcast. Like, he's on the injury report now, too. And Chase Claypool's, like, hurt, too. Like, they have no one else to throw the ball to. So it's going to be Justin Fields scrambles and then throwing the ball to Cole Kmet. Like,
look, I don't have a problem with starting Kmet. Everybody knows I've been on this Andrews rant for a while. And I apologize. There was one person. I can't find where I said this or where I answered the question. Maybe it was in Discord or not. But it was Schultz or Andrews. And I was like, look, I mean, neither has been good lately. I'm just worried that I was worried last night that it was going to be just Zeke falling into the end zone 100 times and then just sitting on the football. And Schultz had 2 touchdowns. And I apologize. If you're out there, I got that one really wrong for you. I screwed up at a bad time. See, this is the first time a fantasy analyst will ever tell you they were wrong and they made a bad decision there. So lock this in, everybody. Whoever that person was, if you're watching, my bad. I hope you win anyway, despite that. All right, let's go to the next one here. Let's go to, who do we got here? Let's go to Madeline. Our good friend Madeline's always here. Full PPR, pick 2, 1 RB, 1 flex. Ken Walker, Fornette, Jeff Wilson, Najee, Christian Watson, who's probably not going to play, Amari Cooper, Pittman. And if Aaron Jones doesn't play, which second RB would you pick? Like right now, I would play Walker and Najee Harris and not even screw around with Aaron Jones. Madeline,
yep.
Do you sign off on that?
Yep.
Okay. So now we need 1 flex from the rest of this group. Is it just an easy start of Cooper or you want Pittman? I don't want Pittman.
Probably Cooper, yeah.
All right. So Cooper, Walker, Najee. Don't even worry about Aaron Jones, Madeline. Let's go back up to Tone A. Thanks, guys, for all the help this year. Thanks, Tone, for hanging out with us. J.K. Dobbins or Mike Williams. Did we do that one? I feel like we did that one.
Mike Williams.
Maybe, okay. Brian Drake. This is our friend Brian Drake. Start Goff over Hertz if he plays. It's a great question.
I just don't think Hertz is going to play. So
I don't think Hertz is going to play, so you don't have this problem. But let's say Hertz says, I'm going to give it a go. Okay, I'm using the air quotes and the whole thing here. Do you give it a go with Hertz for all the marbles here? You play Goff at home in a great matchup against the Bears. I think I'm playing Goff.
I'm probably gonna play Hertz.
You're gonna play Hertz? Okay. Tia Erickson. Is this your aunt?
No,
This is your aunt.
I have no idea who this is.
Andrew's aunt is on the show. Tia Erickson. I'm playing Higbee over Andrews. Am I crazy? I don't think that's crazy to
Dude,
PPR.
Andrews has sucked so badly
Like,
the last like 6 weeks.
remember,
so,
what did I tell you?
You can start
Week 7,
any
he is
tight end
tight
over
end.
him.
He's tight end 22. I mean, in all fairness, Dalton Schultz was not that far ahead of him going into this week in the last 7 weeks.
Yeah, well, he has Dak Prescott as his quarterback.
I know. I'm playing Higbee over Andrews in a PPR. I'm fine with that. John, favorite show of them all. Thanks for helping me get to the finale. Well, congratulations, John. I need help on the flex spot. Full PPR. Dotson, Olave, Brandon Cooks. I'm playing Dotson.
Yeah, Dotson.
Dave Abbott, need a high upside tight end. Fant, Conklin, or Hill this week. Well, Taysom Hill's the high upside.
Yeah.
Because he has the most touchdown equity of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So
agreed.
All right. Next here is Jesus Ayala. Pick 1. Allgeier, J.K. Dobbins, Brian Robinson. This is
Brian
B-Rob,
Robinson.
Right? Yeah. Alton Dodson. From 1 to 5 to the champion. Oh, from 1 and 5 to the championship game. Wow. Good job, Alton. Well done. And he says, thanks to you guys. Let's go. Right here. House money. Let's do it. Full PPR. Minshew, Purdy, or Magic Mike. You know what I'm going to say. Magic Mike, baby. Do the dance. I'm going to do the Magic Mike dance. How about you? What are you doing?
I would play Minshew if he's the starter, but I think Mike White's fine too.
Magic Mike against the Seattle Seahawks. Come on. My hopes and dreams. I'm playing Magic Mike too, Alton, so I'm in there with you. Myers or Dobbs in the flex? I assume Dobbs is where we're going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next here is Dominic Gazzetti, our boy, my paisan, and my big pot energy. With your help, I'm in the championship. Thanks, you guys. Full PPR. I need 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Brandon Aiyuk, Drake London, Tyler Allgeier, Devin Singletary. It's Allgeier and Aiyuk for me. How about you, Erickson?
I agree.
There you go. Go get him, Dom. Nassim Ishak. Swift, Allgeier, or Pachecco in a half PPR.
I like Allgeier a lot. I know you guys like Swift.
I like Swift. Allgeier is the safest of these 3. Because he's going to get 15 to 18 carries in this game.
I'm just afraid of getting hurt again by Swift.
You have to learn to love again, Andrew. But no,
yeah, we've just done this so many times this year. That's why, I even
Allgeier is the safer points. Look,
okay.
Allgeier is the best combination of touches and touchdown equity.
Yeah, and what's his face isn't even practicing this week.
I'll never forget
Patterson.
What's his name.
Patterson.
Patterson. Yeah,
he's on the injury report again. So
go get him, Nassim. It's Allgeier is the safe play. If you're already way behind from Dallas, you're playing against Schultz and the Cowboys defense or something like that, and you're already kind of hating life, then I could see Swift because Swift has the upside for a huge game. Allgeier is going to be your steady point. So I just take the points. That's what you want. Sean Joseph Castro. I love the diversity of this group too. It's amazing. We got men, women, people from different countries, people different back. I love this. This is why I love fantasy football. We're all here. We're all degenerates trying to win championships. This is a beautiful thing. It's a great place. It's way better than real life. Sean Joseph Castro. Highest floor ceiling. Allgeier, Leonard Fournette, London, Dotson, half PPR. Again, Allgeier is the floor play.
I'm playing Allgeier regardless.
I think it's Allgeier regardless too. I think you have to because Dotson is a little touchdown dependent. Drake London doesn't score touchdowns because the Falcons don't. Speed Stick Musk. Hi guys, Standard League. Brady or Mike White?
Mike White.
Yeah. Gabe Davis or Waddle? Oh, come on. It's Waddle. Stop it.
Waddle.
Stop it. That's a near speed stick. It's week 17.
No, I mean, they have a different quarterback, so I get the question.
Yeah, but one of those games where Bridgewater played quarterback, he had 100-something yards in one of those games.
Was that against the Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah, they suck. They're also playing at New England, which is very different.
Don't care. You don't sit Jalen Waddle for Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, no. Don't do that, speed stick. Zonovan Knight, Swift, or Jamal Williams. See, I like Zonovan Knight here.
You're going to play him. So you have Zonovan Knight ranked over Swift in your rankings?
Yeah, I do. No, I don't.
Where do you have? So you have him RB12?
I guess here's the thing. Rankings, okay, and then play are different.
So then what's the point of the rankings?
The rankings is trying to say, okay, I think this is a safer, this is the that. But you have to have the range of outcomes in the rankings competition is different than when you're just playing.
That's my line.
I know, and I'm using it
Okay.
against you here. Zonovan Knight, I think, is a lock for 12 to 15 points this week. He's a lock for it. Swift could get me 25. He could also get me 5. But because he can get me 25, I have to rank him above because I don't want to be left out in the cold of the upside. But this is for a championship, so I'm taking the 15. So that's the difference between ranks and gameplay. And I'm a gameplay guy. Clearly, I'm not very good at the rankings game. You are better.
This person said that they're facing Dalton Schultz, so they're down.
I would still take Zonovan Knight.
All right.
Seattle, they're terrible. So bad. All right. Let's go to TK Steve 8. Deontay Johnson, Marquise Brown, or Richie James in the flex.
Richie James.
I knew you were going to say that. I like it. I'm good. Desh R, love Fantasy Pros. Thank you, Devesh. Allgeier, Akers, Walker, Watson, Dobbs, or Dotson. Please pick one RB, one on wide receiver, and a flex. Akers, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Wide receiver, is it Dobbs or is it Dotson for you?
I like Dobbs.
Okay. And then you get one more. You can have one more. Is it Allgeier? Just play it safe.
Yep.
Or is it, I assume Walker is Ken Walker too. Is
Yeah.
Walker,
So like the thing with Ken Walker is that he just has this like nagging ankle thing that's going on. So like if you have good alternatives, like I would try to go. I mean, also the Jets are a good secondary, but they also have a good run defense too. Like Quinn Williams is a beast. So
yeah, he sure is. Trigger Trey. Thanks for all you guys' help. I need an RB2 and a flex. Full PPR. Akers, Allgeier, and Lazard. Ooh,
Akers and Allgeier.
Yeah, yes, you're right. I like Lazard this week. I'm telling you, everyone's in Dobbs, and I'm on to Lazard. Robert Uregas. Thanks for all the advice you've given me all the season because it's my first year in fantasy, and I'm in the championship. Woohoo! Look at that. Year 1, a rookie in the chip. Why? Because he's hanging out with Fantasy Pros. I need advice on starting Singletary or Kendrick Bourne or Raheed Shaheed in a full PPR. Sorry.
I think that Raheed Shaheed, I think that he has some big play upside, so I think I'd probably chase him.
I'm playing Singletary. I'm just not trying to get fancy here. I know it's full PPR. I know it's ugly. I'm just playing Singletary.
I'd play Shaheed.
Okay, there you go, Robert. You decide who you love more, mommy or daddy. Okay. Number 1, Sick 50H. If no Watson, pick one. PPR, Richie James, Brandon Cooks, or Romeo.
Richie James.
Bronx Bomber 904. PPR RB, 2 flex. Bam Knight, Rashard White, Richie James, Olave, Romeo, Dobbs. 2 flexes.
Knight and Richie James.
I'm okay with that in the full PPR. I'm okay with that. Romeo is going to be all over. I want the Vikings to win so bad.
Aren't they not favored again?
No, they're not. They're 3-point underdogs in Green Bay.
Well, they're on the road, so
I don't care. The Green Bay Packers are a terrible football team. Just because they beat up on the Dolphins and the Bears the last couple of weeks, like, are we supposed to think that they're
the Vikings were literally down by 33 points to the Colts?
Did they win? Did they win?
Okay, I'm just saying.
They have the heart of a lion, Erickson.
Yeah.
There's no more dangerous thing in sports than a team that believes they're going to win every time. You know how dangerous that is? You played sports. You know what that's like. You have those teams where you just keep losing and you just keep eating it all the time. And then you have those teams where everything just goes your way and you're just like, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to find a way to win. It matters.
Yeah, but doesn't that eventually just run out because you can't run that hot for that long?
Nope.
Or is it just magic?
Nope. Not what I've seen. Nope.
It'll probably regress all of next year.
Well, look, it was that way this is the regression. Because the last 2 years, they lost every game by 1 point.
Okay.
You're living in you're living in it. Live in the now of the regression. It's beautiful. It's so good. And nothing would make me happier than Justin Jefferson winning me 2 championships and Kirk Cousins being great and Aaron Rodgers being sad. That would just, that combination on Sunday. I'm going to hop on the live stream if that happens, that Sunday night live stream. I'm just going to come on there and I'm just going to be so fun if that happens. Root for that, everybody. Root for it. Jim Jam, Waddle, Monty, or someone like Chark or Wilson. I don't know what Wilson we're talking about. If we're talking Garrett Wilson, that's very intriguing.
Yeah, you're playing Garrett Wilson. If you mean like Jeff, I don't know.
If you're talking Jeff Wilson, no. If it's Garrett Wilson, yes.
Yeah, I mean you're starting Waddle. I think Monty's fine, and I would play Chark. So I guess I don't know if that helps them or not.
If it's
but
Garrett Wilson, you're playing Garrett Wilson over
yes,
White. If it's Jeff Wilson, you're playing DJ Chark over White. I think I
yes,
got that. Clint Merite, Brandon Cooks or DJ Chark? It's DJ Chark.
Chark.
Brandon Cooks is dust. It's over. It's done.
I mean, he was
It's
pretty
no
good last week, but
Yeah. Speaking of who's favored and who's not, don't forget the Betting Pros is here for you too. I'm all over that piece. We're making people money. We made people money last night on the over on the Zeke carries and a couple other fun things. So, hey, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our Betting Pros YouTube channel. And don't forget, we've also got the podcast too, and bettingpros.com, where we have the best expert advice there is, just like Fantasy Pros. Okay. So you can sign up today at bettingpros.com or download the app to your Apple or Android device and start being smarter. Okay. And stop working so damn hard and get the Betting Pros and this prop bet cheat sheet's the most amazing thing ever. It gets all the props, all the projections right next to each other, and then the best place to bet them. And for those of you who have nothing to play for anymore, week 18 in the playoffs is a great time to be focusing on wagering. I know Andrew and I are, that's for sure. So get on there, bettingpros.com, check it out. Go download the app. All right, let's get to the next thing here. Kirk P, DJ Moore or Christian Kirk in the PPR? Look at you, no hesitation. God, so sexy. Lucilo Torres, Pat Fryermuth, Cole Kemett, and Tyler Higbee. Pick one.
Kemett.
I'm okay with that. Billy, need a QB to help Geno or Mike White if Hertz is out?
Mike White.
Mike White. Let's go. And if Mike White's terrible, I'm going to be so miserable. That's going to be sad. I'm going to be sad.
Well, I mean, the issue is he could take a bad hit and then he's on the bench again because his ribs are broken.
He 100% can. But you know what? This is championship. You can't think like that. Mike White is made of steel. You see, he came out back after that. Remember that. But let's not forget. Mike White tried to say, take my ribs. I don't need them. I'm going to go play football.
He had to talk to like 10 different doctors to find one that would clear him to play.
Heart of a lion. That's, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose with the heart of a lion with Magic Mike White. I'm going to go, you know what, Mike, you gave it your best shot. It didn't work out. We come back. We play next year. And you finish second place and you go, okay. The Colonel. Hey guys, I was looking back in week 10 and I was 3-7. And then comes week 17 and I'm in the championship. I love it. I love these stories of people just not giving up. It's a beautiful thing. Just sneak in the playoffs and get hot at the end. Looking to repeat for the championship. League is stunned. I can imagine they are, Colonel. Do I start Goff over Hertz? Fear is he may not be 100%. I already said this. I'm team Goff this week, no matter what happens with Hertz.
I'm playing Hertz because I did this with Ramondre a couple weeks ago, and I was totally wrong about it because I thought he was hurt. You think you know more than you do. Like, we don't know how hurt he is. We don't know. If he's playing, he's out there to win, and he's going to be Jalen Hurts, so I'm going to play him.
Okay, Pat Conrad, call me crazy. Here's my thing. The variable of that re-injury, you want to talk about re-injury of a situation like that? No, a shoulder. Well, quarterback could take, a lot of hits and things like that, just like Mike White. Mike White's a super flex thing. We don't have a lot of options there. It's like, do I want to play Mike White or Mac Jones for a championship? I'm going to play Mike White. Am I going to play Mike White or Sam Darnold for? I'm going to play Mike White. But in a single quarterback league, I'm taking out the variable. There's a greater chance of Hertz not finishing a game or Hertz, not being 100%. I understand like he'll run and all that stuff, but Goff at home has earned enough respect for me. I'm okay with that. Pat Conrad, call me crazy. Am I starting Akers over Chubb? That's a great question here.
I don't think it's crazy. I mean, they have similar roles in their offenses. One of the offenses has better matchup, and one of them has been much better over the last month than Nick Chubb.
So do you have Chubb ranked over Akers?
I have them in the same tier.
God, you're the best. So who would you start, Chubb or Akers?
I would try to start both of them. I don't know why you can't start both of them.
Let's say you only can start one. Let's say
he has one running back start slot. I would still probably start Chubb, honestly. I think he's the better player, and I think that I'd rather go down with Chubb than look. Akers obviously is setting up very well, but look, Baker Mayfield
I'm playing
goes
Akers
out
against the Chargers. The Chargers are terrible,
right? If Baker Mayfield goes out there and they're down 14-0, then is Akers in?
Well, here's the thing: game? If Akers plays crappy, he's down to 10 points, right? That's pretty much what Chubb's been giving you in the last 4 weeks.
I mean, Nick Chubb is like the best running back in the NFL. So
Nick Chubb might be one of the best running backs in the NFL. And you know me, I'm the president of the Chubb Club, but RB32, RB29, RB32, RB23. He hasn't played like it down the stretch. And the offense hasn't played like it. And I know they've had some tough matches and tough weather and some other issues. I'm going to play Akers against the Chargers because the Chargers are that bad. I know they're getting Bosa back, which would make the pass rush better, but we'll see. We'll see how they go. All right, let's get to the next question here. Anthony Rishia. All right, guys, going for my first championship here, PPR league, Rashad White or Royce Freeman? I lost Henry. Eesh.
Probably play Rashad White.
Okay, and Isaiah Hodgins or Romeo Dobbs in the flex? I'm going to play Hodgins. He's going to play Dobbs. I can tell you right now.
No, Hodgins is good. I like
You're going to play Hodgins? Oh, look at
Yeah.
us. And Watson's probably going to be out. So,
Yeah.
Coyote JMNA cult. I'm in a cult. Oh my God. Coyote's in a cult. We got to get him out. It's code. It's code, Erickson. Okay, this is for the championship. Need 3, 1 flex. Jacobs, ATN, Walker, Pachecco, and Rashad White.
So I think ETN and Pachecco you should play. So it's between Jacobs and Walker. You hate the Raiders. Do you hate that enough that you're going to play Walker over Jacobs? Yes.
I'll play Jacobs over Walker here.
Okay.
Because, like you said, the Jets D against, Quinn Williams is healthy. It's a different defense up front.
It's also
And that
PPR.
offense is a different offense, too.
So Jacobs should get some dump off receptions.
That's what I keep hoping. I'm hoping the dump off receptions can get him to 12. Like, if Jacobs just gives you 12, you can compete. That's what you need. Randy Hoyt. Did we do Randy Hoyt? No. Okay, Randy Hoyt. Fighting for a championship, but desperate for Devontae Adams advice. For flex, sit Adams for Allgeier. Would you do that move?
Yeah.
I would too. Or Pachecco or Swift in a standard.
Yeah. Especially in standard, honestly. He's even worse. Like,
look, Adam. If Adams plays above board, that is such a small. Like, it's like poker now. Like, you're asking now to hit the straight flush on the river with Devontae Adams. That's what and it's possible. Jared Stidham can flip that card for you. It's just highly unlikely. So you got to play the percentages here a little bit. James Mio for the 5th championship with 8 teams. Woo-wee. I have London and Evans in the flex. Should I put Dotson in over one of them? You
like Dotson over Evans, right?
Oh, I do.
There you go. There's your answer.
Yes. Are you signing off on that? You co-signing?
I mean, there's nothing about what Evans has done at any point like the last 2 months that indicate that he's a good play at all. I know JC Horn's not going to play, but I don't know.
Still,
yeah. Dotson catches touchdowns and Evans doesn't.
Long Dolina family. Pick 2 wide receivers in standard. Aiyuk, Kirk, London, and Williams. Well, Mike Williams is definitely.
Oh yeah, Aiyuk and Williams, easy.
Aiyuk and Williams, it is. Cornish Crypto. Full PPR semifinal, and Henry has screwed me. Stevenson is now my RB, and I need 3 flex from Rashad White, Pittman, Judy, Robinson, Allgeier, and Ken Walker. So 3 of these guys. So let's play Brian Robinson and Allgeier. Yes. You want to play Judy is the other one?
Yep.
Okay, so we agree. Couldn't have got this far without you guys. So there you go. So this wasn't so hard, Cornish. Good luck. Tony Misfit, half PPR, Dotson, Aiyuk, Pittman, or London?
Aiyuk.
Brian C. Hall, would you take Lazard over Dobbs?
Yes.
I would too. Garrett Sakamoto, need 2. Pick Isaiah Hodgins, Cooks, Zonovan Knight, Gabe Davis, Zay Jones, Mike Evans. I'm taking Knight, and I'm taking Zay Jones here in this group.
Agreed.
Hodgins is very tempting, but Zay Jones has earned it, man. Zay Jones has earned it. Joseph, love you guys for everything. We love you too, Joseph. We're happy you're here. For 1 wide receiver, 1 flex spot, half PPR, Sutton, Cooks, Dobbs, Richie James, or J.K. Dobbins. Did you think when the season started, Erickson, I'd ask you Richie James or Cortland Sutton, and you have to think about it? So here we go. 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Half
James
PPR.
and Dobbins.
Agreed. Okay, Eli Masser, Montgomery or Najee. Thanks, you guys. Helped a lot. This is a tricky one. They're very close.
I have them ranked back to back too, I think.
I think I'd go Najee here. I'm a little worried about Khalil Herbert in week 2.
Yeah, I guess like for me, it's just like I'm less afraid of Jalen Warren like
right.
eating into Najee versus Herbert, who I know is like significantly better than David Montgomery. So I'll go Najee.
All right, next here, Megan McGeehan, hi from Delaware. Please help with this teacher win. All right, Megan, let's go. Pick 2, Aiyuk, Chark, Dobbs, Pickens, James, Gabe Davis. So pick 2, Aiyuk and Chark for me.
Yes.
Okay, it says Charm, but I'm assuming Chark. And if it's Charm, then you're selecting me, obviously. Next here is flex Stevenson or other wide receiver. I think we go Stevenson, yes?
Yes.
Okay, have Hertz, Minshew, Saquon, ATN, and Goddard in full PPR. Thanks. So, well, look, you're probably in a good, as long as Saquon again plays up to board, you're probably in a good spot here. You're going to be very competitive, Megan. So go get him. Still, hashtag winning. Would gladly appreciate any advice who to start at wide receiver and who to start at flex. Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Lockett, Brian Robinson. Well, Robinson's in at the flex. Yes. Okay, so pick one wide out. Cooper, Jeudy, Lockett. I'm terrified of Lockett's health this week. I mean,
Jeudy.
Yeah, how the hell is Lockett playing? And then he's playing against the Jets too. Like this is a weird. I don't know. L. Robinson playing for the chip. Half PPR. Burrow or Fields?
Fields.
Agreed. Higbee or Kemett?
Kemett.
Ricky King, Hill or Andrews? Half PPR. Hill. Let's go to DM0514. Got to start 2 wide receivers in a flex. Full PPR. Zay Jones, he's in. DJ Chark, he's in. And then Foreman, Pittman, Richie James. You got one more.
Richie James.
Richie James over Foreman. I know you like Foreman this week. I just want to make sure.
I think he's okay. I mean, look, I know that they kind of caught fire last time we played Tampa. They're a good running team, but Tampa Bay their strength is still their run defense. They're going to try to sell out to stop the run. So force Sam Darnold to beat them through the air.
All right. I want to sell out. I want to sell out right now and give everybody a Treylon Burks Tennessee Titans mini helmet. Again, subscribe to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. Drop a question, comment in the chat, and then click that little bell till it goes ding. Don't forget to like the stream, and then you are automatically entered to win the Treylon Burks autographed mini helmet from pristineauction.com. So there you go. Beautiful stuff. We're not giving it away today, just so you know, but we are giving it away. So just be on the lookout.
At some point in the future.
That's right. Next here, Justin EDC. Fantasy Football Championship. Thanks, guys. Full PPR. Aiyuk, James Cook, or Hodgins at flex with Christian Watson probably out. Probably Aiyuk. Yeah, let's just not overthink it. Packer Dude 101. PPR, D-Hop, Dotson, Sanders, or Richie James in the flex, and then Walker or Knox at tight end. I'm playing Knox at tight end.
Yeah, no, do not play Darren Waller.
Come on now. All right. So Packer Dude is done. So Hop, Dotson, Sanders, or Richie James in the flex. You got one. I mean, Richie James in the PPR is kind of the floor play, but if you need extra, Dotson's got the best touchdown equity over Hopkins even. Like, I understand if you want to go down with the Hopkins ship, I got no problem with this.
Probably Hopkins.
You're gonna play. I got no problem with that. Like,
I mean, he's going to see still double-digit targets. I mean, he saw 10 targets last week and only had 1 catch, but that was McSorley. It's Colt McCoy's playing. So
Colt McCoy playing makes me okay with Hopkins. So yeah. I'll agree with the Hopkins, but if take Knox, that's a no-brainer. Joel Cortez, need one. Allgeier, McKinnon, Akers, or Sanders?
Akers.
William Huttenhauer, our friend Huttenhauer. I love a good Huttenhauer. Pachecco, Foreman, or Patterson at PPR? Well, not Patterson because Pachecco. Pachecco, even though it's PPR. Urban Achiever. I love a good Big Lebowski reference. Josh Dobbs, rocket scientist, propelling me to 8th place. I don't even know what that is. Joey, I don't understand either, but it's funny. Joey Ochoa, need one flex. Lockett, Zach Moss, Pickens, Hollywood, Rashad White, or Dotson, the half PPR.
You like Dotson over Moss here? Those are the top 2 for me.
I like Dotson. I'm going Dotson here in the half because in the half it's about touchdowns, and I think
the Colts the red zone offense is horrible. So I know like Zach Moss like theoretically has like touchdown upside against the bad Giants run defense, but I really don't envision the Colts like visiting the goal line.
By the way, Antonio Gibson out now officially too. So all those B-Rob shares go even up higher. Not that we were concerned, but still. Rohin M, flex 1, Pizapia or Erickson? I'm gonna say Erickson right now. That's why I think Erickson's healthier than I am.
Flex on him.
I'm tired. I'm worn out. Play Erickson. All right, Robert Aregas. Thanks for the help, guys. It's a hard decision. Got one more in the defense. The Giants, the Chargers, or the Bills? I'm not playing the Bills. That total is way too high.
Giants.
Giants for me is fine too. Jersey Bulls, full PPR. Need one. Marquise Hollywood Brown or DJ Chark?
Chark.
Rowdy Frowdy. Thanks for all your content, guys. Purdy, White, or Geno? I'm playing White.
I think that Purdy has a very, very, very safe floor. Like I feel like there's no risk with him. Like he's going to score 16 fantasy points, and you can lock that. I mean, White has way higher ceiling, but we talked about it. He could get knocked out of this game,
Absolutely.
and also playing in Seattle is a hostile environment. Like, let's not get that confused. Geno Smith went to Kansas City last week and laid an egg.
It wasn't hostile for Sam Darnold. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that place is what it used to be.
What?
Which is ironic because
they were at home last week.
No, when did they just dropped a huge game at home a couple weeks ago?
Seattle?
Yeah.
To a quarterback?
Yeah, I gotta go back and look now.
That's different.
No, it wasn't the Chiefs game. It wasn't the Chiefs. It was another game where it was at home and they should have won. I gotta go look now. Now you got me.
Well, I'm intrigued.
I could have sworn it was. I mean, look, it's been a busy couple weeks. I'm just trying to look at it here. They were home against Carolina. I was right.
In Seattle or in Carolina?
Seattle. In Carolina. I'm looking at it right now.
Was that the game DJ Moore did absolutely nothing? Yeah. Exactly.
But Carolina beat them.
Yeah, but that wasn't because of Sam Darnold. It's because of Deontay Foreman.
I'm just saying, it's not the advantage it once was. They've lost 3 straight home games, by the way.
Okay, and what are the quarterbacks done?
How in the hell are I'm sorry, have they lost 2? No, they lost 2 straight home games. But then they've got KC last week on the road, and then they finish up 2 more home games against the Jets and the Rams. It's a pretty, good scheduling for them, where they had all these home games at the end of the season. They really haven't taken advantage of that, which is kind of interesting. Just throwing that out there. All right, George Cook, Mike Evans, or Richie James?
Oh, God. If it's full PPR, I'm going Richie James.
Okay. If it's half, it's Mike Evans.
Yep.
Because of all of his touchdown equity.
Eventually, it's going to happen. It's going to hit eventually. So,
Christopher Demas. Thanks to you guys. I made 3 semis, but only survived 1. That's okay. It happens. So for championship, half PPR, start 3. Dotson, James Cook, Richie James, Isaiah Hodgins, Sutton, Dortch, Gabe Davis, Damian Harris. It's a checkered group here. I'm going Dotson. I'm going Hodgins. And then you could pick the other one there. You want to go Richie James?
Gabe.
Gabe Davis.
Upside with Gabe.
Okay. What do you think you're going to get out of the Denver Broncos this week after the firing of Hackett? What do you think?
I mean, they're gonna play better than they did last week.
I think so too. I think it's going to be surprising.
They can't play as bad. It's impossible. They can't play.
What's the money line on the Broncos?
I mean, it's like 12 points. I think it's bad.
No. What are the Broncos just straight up win? What's the? I know the spread is like 12 or 13, but now you got me looking. Which, by the way, just a reminder, you should be looking at Betting Pros too, because that's where I'm looking right now. So the Denver Broncos on the money line plus 550. I know they're
not going to win, but
I don't know. But $10 wins me 50 if I'm just having some fun.
I mean, they'll probably cover the spread. I think that's probably ludicrous. Because they played
12
well
and a half
against the Chiefs last time they did. They were able to throw on the Chiefs last time they played them. So
yeah, but that's not as fun. But 12 and a half is not as fun. But plus 550.
But they're not going to win.
Yeah, that's what everybody told me that time that the Carolina Panthers won on the Thursday night game. And that's when everybody told me when I picked Washington to win on the Thursday night game.
Okay, when were those teams playing the Kansas City Chiefs?
I'm just saying the Kansas City Chiefs have not been blowing the doors off everybody. Let's be honest. They've let a lot of teams hang in there. And they are definitely not going to take the Denver Broncos seriously. And I understand why.
I mean, they're divisional opponents, so I think that they will.
God, can you imagine? If Denver beats Kansas City, does that crush Mahomes as MVP? Do we really get to start
we did talk about this
Justin
too, though.
Jefferson?
That's the only way I could see it. And then Hertz comes back, has a massive game, and then everyone that had the Hertz tickets are like, let's go.
How about this scenario? Hertz doesn't come back. Denver wins.
Sucks.
All of a sudden, do we start talking about Justin Jefferson?
He's not going to win as a receiver.
I know, but he should. He's the best player in the NFL. He has willed this team at a position where you have to throw somebody the football for them to even be doing anything. I'm telling you, I think he is the MVP this year. I said this about Antonio Brown a couple years ago when he was carrying Ben Roethlisberger's rear end around. And I know he's a nut job too. And I know Antonio Brown's a terrible person, all that stuff. But we're talking about actual real life football. Antonio Brown was MVP a couple years ago.
I mean, I guess so. When I'm talking for Mahomes, you just, again, look at who Mahomes is throwing the ball to. You cannot start any one of his receivers outside of Kelsey in fantasy football. Besides
he's got
Juju.
a Hall of Fame tight end. And so did Tom Brady. He won a lot of MVPs doing that too.
I mean, I just think it's solely clearly Mahomes.
It probably is.
They took away his best wide receiver, and he leads.
You know me. I like chaos.
Category.
I'm just stirring the pot. I like to stir the pot. Let's go to Jaws, and we'll do a couple more of these, and then we'll get Andrew Erickson out on the slopes. Jaws, pick 3. D-Hop, Mike Williams, Waddle, DJ Moore. These are all really good options.
Just not D-Hop. So.
Yeah, I would agree. I'd really think about that one. That was a close. Christopher Demas, thanks guys. You made 3 semis. Oh no, we already got that one. Steven and Franco, full PPR, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Richie James, Gabe Davis, Brian Robinson, Jacoby Myers, Pachecco. Brian Robinson in. Yes?
Yes.
So he is the flex, so we need 1 wide receiver. Richie James, just play the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, and Just Bob, Mike Evans, or Devontae Adams. There you go.
This is, I mean, you hate Devontae Adams, but do you hate him as much as Mike Evans?
Nope. I have Devontae Adams lower in my rankings than Mike Evans. So there you go.
All right,
bring
cool.
the rankings discussion right.
I mean, Mike Evans does have the GOAT throwing to him, so that is worth more than Jarrett Stidham.
So many things. So many questions. All right. We have one more question here. We'll do one more here, Troy. Is that what we're going to do? Okay. One more. Dimitro Lucky Nets? Luchinets? Why do you do this to me, Troy? You pick I mean, come on.
Who's that?
Thanks for all the help throughout the season. I made my first championship in my first year. Dimitro. Well done. Congratulations. Flex 1, Zay Jones, AJ Dillon, Romeo Dobbs. I like Zay. I'm a Zay Jones guy.
Yeah.
Zay Jones truther, as the kids like to say.
Zay's got, I mean, we could turn over the cards week 17 and be like, well, Zay Jones, fantasy football league winner. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, man. I
games,
added him for free in my dynasty league this year because he was just floating around there. I just picked him off waivers and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to see what Zay Jones does. You know what? It's been pretty good. Good stuff here, Erickson. You're a gentleman and a scholar. It's been great doing these live streams with you. I know our content isn't ending, but it's ending for 2022 together because you are going to go enjoy the slopes and I'm going to still be here working on the weekend. So I hope you enjoy that time. I hope everybody else out there enjoys the time. I hope you have great, fun championships. I hope you all come out winners. But remember, getting to the championship is a huge accomplishment, so be proud of yourself. Getting to the playoffs is a huge accomplishment this year, too, with all the injuries and all the things going on. So you did it. Congratulations to all of you. We appreciate all of you joining us all the time. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fantasy Pros. That'll do it for us, but the story of the game goes on. I want to thank Troy as well. For Troy, Andrew, and me, Joey P., that'll do it for us. We'll see you next time, kids.
See you next year.
Good luck.
Next year.
Dad jokes.
Thanks for tuning in to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out our featured videos. And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Fantasy Pros, so you can get the latest news and updates to give you the edge you need in your fantasy league.